Okay. I changed my mic position. Maybe it sounds better. I just notice other people are slightly louder than I am. And I don't know. Whatever. Okay. So, this I say this almost every time. It might be a short video. My wife may or may not be coming home soon, and I want to spend some time with her, so I might cut this short. Um, but today, I think I wanted to look at SDL events and user input, build out that user class a little bit. So, SDL user input, handling the keyboard. Okay, let's it should make it a lot easier to understand this tutorial. Okay, so we have a key, modifiers. Okay, fair. So that's like, yeah, control shift, key symbol. Hmm. So key symbol structure describes a key press or a key release. The scan code field is hardware specific and should be ignored unless you know what you're doing. Okay. The symbol field is the SDL key that is being pressed or released. The mod field describes the state. Okay. Okay. So we might want to use key symbol. And then keyboard event describes a keyboard event, obviously. The key member of this SDL event union is a SDL keyboard event structure. The type field specifies whether event is a key release or a key press. So, okay, so a keyboard event might be. The state is largely redundant. Okay, so here in hold open, we have like poll event. So something similar, right? Okay, so they're using a switch. Oh, okay, so while radical. So I think we're getting to the point where we can actually get rid of this hacky method, and we can actually implement like a game loop, which is kind of cool. So um, that means we could implement a while loop to. No, I'm like thinking about how Unity does it. I'm like, oh, we could implement a while loop to like, and then call an on update function. But maybe that's too far ahead. Okay, so SDL key down, SDL key up. Okay. So this is just pulling the event like we're doing with this. So if event.type is this click, then yada yada. Okay. This ain't too hard. So what do we do in initialize? So we do init video. Oh, they set video mode. I might have to look into video mode more. Okay, so here is our game loop. So I'm going to take this over here, and we're going to get coding. So Thomas, let's put this up here. So we'll say void game loop. Ugh, I feel tired. I am tired. It's been a long day. All right, so void game. Oh, Thomas game loop. What am I doing? Okay, game loop. Actually, what I'm doing is not liking the position of my keyboard is what's happening. Ugh. Okay. Need this further over here. All right. So we have game loop. Wonderful. And some of our teardowns. So yeah, teardown. Okay. Radical. So we're actually going to bring this up here to the game loop. Nope. No. To the game loop method. Rad. And then cool. So we have our event quit equals 0. Oh, yeah. They're doing the same thing. That's so funny. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Switch e dot type. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. So oh, so they're checking for event dot key. So what we're going to do here is actually not switch. We'll say key equals. I swapped out my keyboard. I think I like the other keyboard more. All right. We'll say key equals. Now they're calling like they're like give me the address of event. So equals e dot key. Okay. And so we're going to switch on key, I think. Actually, we're just going to keep this SDL quit at the top, and then we'll tear down. Okay, so we're just like straight up replacing hold window open. Gotcha. So we're going to game loop here. And then where's keep window open? There we go. Nice. We're like removing some of the hacky code and stuff that. What? Oh. Oh, I removed the wrong method here. Okay. So we tear down. I don't like here. We're just gonna deal with one while loop. Oh, I see where they're doing that. Okay, never mind. We're not doing. We're not getting rid of the while loop there. Okay, so why is my all right? My cursor was stuck as like the cursor. Yeah, the point. Okay, so we're going to switch key. If I can spell switch right, I'm gonna switch on key. Can we not switch on key? Okay, that's fine. They don't give me an example. So okay, we're just going to breakpoint here, see what happens. Oh, I don't want these breakpoints. Oh. So what was that? E.key, which gives us, what is this? Which gives us, let's see, no symbol, huh? We get a type. Yeah, we don't. Oh, key symbols down here. Oh, okay, we didn't press anything. Okay, let's kill this. What are they? They're using like print key info. Oh, they have some like function prototypes. Oh my god. This is a whole thing. I want to show you what I'm looking at. So they're all like, oh yeah, we just use press key info, which we define down here. Don't worry about all of them. Okay. So, oh, they're just, yeah, they're printf debugging all of this. I'm just gonna see out. Okay. Fuck, it's the fucking address. Pardon the French. Ooh, shouldn't cuss. Can we, no, apparently not. We can't. Oh, because I'm hitting up the freaking address for it. All right. What if I just, yeah, keyboard event. What is get passing me back? That's passing me back. Is that a pointer? What if I do one of those? And oh, really? Can I not? So I just like, how the heck are they printing it? Those bastards. Oh my god. Yeah. Too tired for this. Okay. So some stuff there. I don't even know what the hell this is. I guess this looks like formatting, but okay, so I think what we can do here is at least pull some data. So we can say like key symbol. Is that what they're, oh, dot symbol. Dot sim. And that actually might be the only thing we actually need. At least for now, like we can screw around with key up and key down. Um, oh frick. Right, because Yeah, that makes sense. And if I come all the way over here, yep. If I come all the way back here, yeah, it's printing the frickin' coordinates. is what is. I think, it's like, yeah. All right. Yeah, it's printing X and Y values. Rad. We want key presses. Um, um, all right. So we're getting different things now. These probably represent something. Man, okay. So this is probably okay, so control is a whole thing, space is a whole thing. Oh, that was alt. Space is 32. All right. So here is what we're going to do. I don't want a breakpoint. Can I get rid of this breakpoint? Why can't I get let me okay, whatever. I'm not terribly impressed with Visual Studio. I'm going to be like completely honest with you guys here. Oh, you know what I noticed is the font was pretty small on the videos, so I'm sorry about that. I just upped it a font size. Okay. So in game loop, we'll say if we'll say auto key symbol equals key dot key sim dot symbol, because I think what was like scan code was meaningless. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, should be ignored. Okay. So if key sim equals 32, then we're going to print out that. And that should only occur when we press space. There we go. Oh, but it's multiple events. Oh, so that's probably why we want to check key up, key down. Okay, so we'll say key down. Um, auto key event type equals key um, and we're using the arrow key, I believe. So I'm still kind of like wrapping my head around pointers and everyday programming. Not that it's like a hard concept, but I just haven't worked with them a lot. So this is the address of the pointer to the bit in memory that's storing the key event. And so we're accessing that via the arrows because of our assignment here to the address, I think. So I think what was it, mod or something? Um, mod. No. Describes the state of the keyboard modifiers at the time the key press or release occurred. So a value of keymod num, keymod caps. But I think it's returning a keyboard event, so we should have access to state. So if I do like key state dot oh, it's the type field. Okay, so we want an SDL key down event. So what, key dot type? Is that what I said? Okay, key dot type. Okay. And key event type equals SDL key down. Meaning it should only print 32 when I'm actually pressing the frickin' key down. Okay, fine. Yes. Ha! Some user input. There we go. Now, I might spell out a enum here for some of these key codes, unless SDL has like something for key codes. Reading keyboard events, yeah, yada yada yada. I found people using keyboard events for games and other interactive applications don't always understand one fundamental point. Keyboard events only take place when a key state changes from being unpressed to pressed. Oh, and Unity does have, like, I think a difference between like just pressing it down and holding down a key. Okay, this is actually good reading. So switch event type, case key down, literally what we're doing. Check. Okay, and they're switching on that. That's fine. At first glance, you might think this is a perfectly reasonable piece of code for the task, but it isn't. Like I said, the keyboard events only occur when a key changes state, so the user would have to press and release the left cursor. Okay, gotcha. You'd have to sit there and spam it. To get around this problem, we must not use the events to change the position of the alien. We use the events to set flags, which are then used in a separate section of code to move the alien. Okay. That's a lot. Okay. So look for the key press. So they get the key press, and they provide a Y or an X velocity, or value or whatever. Okay, so we change the coordinates, right? Okay, we must also use SDL key up events to 0 the X and Y velocity variables, but we must also be careful not to 0 the velocities when we shouldn't. Okay, so I see he's changing velocity based on key up, key down. And then they update. Oh, fair. I mean, that's fair. Okay. So, oh, and they do have key codes. Okay. Let's SDL docs. Let's yeah. Okay. So what are they doing? SDLK, right? Oh, okay. SDLK, right? What the heck? Do we just have, oh, maybe just SDLK? Boo, 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 boo. SDLK. Here we are. Oh, there we are. Ha, love it. Love to see it. So the player, the render player method needs to be called with coordinates, and then we need to be passing in those coordinates. Okay, so let's get a hacky system set up here. So we're going to switch. They're using like a lot of switch statements here, which I guess like there's some benefit to that, right? Yeah. All right. Switch key event type, and then case SDL key down, SDL key down. Oh, okay. Yep. And then nada here. Why wouldn't it let me backspace? All right, there we go. Okay, and then we're going to check for the actual key. So switch on the key symbol. I can't spell switch apparently. Okay. So we'll switch on the key symbol and then case SDLKW. Just kidding. Let's actually look at, oh my goodness. Let's actually look at W. Yeah. SDLKW. Does it want? Okay. I mean, you can do that. I guess that's how it's going to format it. Okay, SDLKW. Then, okay, then we need to be passing coordinates. So we'll say auto velocity equals 0. Say x velocity, auto y velocity equals 0. Okay. So I'm not sure if we have to reset these. If we will probably. Yeah, most likely. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Actually, let's just do south. Let's get a like basic use case going. Okay, so we're basic prototype of where we can at least, you know, y velocity equals -1. What? Oh, because I totally spelled velocity wrong. Okay. And then we're going to do case SDL. Oh my goodness. Oh, I keep hitting insert. So I have like 2 different keyboards here. I have like this one, the insert key is right next to the backspace key. I like the button presses on this more, but I think I like the layout of this other keyboard better. I've never found a keyboard I actually love. Okay. Key. Oh, I was typing keyboard. All right, switch. Right. We'll just copy paste this. Oh, I'm on input now. Okay. And then whoop, whoop, we're whoop, whoop, whoop. What's this guy? Okay, I think we're good. So now we need the render player, and we need an int x velocity God, it cannot spell velocity. Velocity int y velocity. And then we're going to fill the rectangle. And I think we set the coordinates. Oh, yeah. Dang, this is like way more than. Ugh. Okay. That is fine. So in player, like, that's more than I wanted to do, but that's solid programming ever. So that's where we're at. So we'll say void update attributes. I guess we can just update directly, huh? Okay, we'll do that. Though we do need to add this to our definition of Thomas. There we go. Then here we're going to say player dot attributes dot exposition plus equal to x velocity, and then player dot attributes dot y position equals y velocity. Oh, plus equal to y velocity. And I'm just going to default both of these fields to 0. There we go. That way we can just kind of call it right off the bat and then pass in coordinates later as we need to. So while pull event, so we're going to go ahead and render player with our x velocity and our y velocity. Radical. Okay, I wonder if this works. This is kind of cool. Hey, we're doing it, right? Okay. Should work for at least down. Okay, apparently freaking not. Oh, and you know what? This has happened to me before. We're probably going to have to track the previous position, scrub that away, and then push them to the new position. Okay, actually, I want to debug. Yes, local Windows. Debugger. Oh, and this needs to equal 0. Oh, you know, I don't even think. Here. We're going to stop this. We might not need this, actually. Wait. There we go. So we'll say if x velocity does not equal 0, or y velocity does not equal 0, then we'll render the player. As to say, if something actually changed. Yeah, okay. Okay, that should loop once. Okay. That gets hit. Wait. Oh, yeah. Y should be -1. Okay. And then we're drawing. Okay. I think I have a better idea, or at least a hacky idea to get this like basically working for now. So we'll say that, and then x velocity equals 0, y velocity equals 0. Okay, let's see how this actually works now. Why no? Okay, here. I need to see the state of player, I guess, because um player let's see the state of what's attributes. X position, a Y position. Oh, we should be adding. Okay. Because it gets bigger down. 0, 0 is the corner. All right, fair. So Y velocity is equal to 1. Maybe that's why. And actually, let's bump up those jams. Let's bump it up to 10. See if we can. Really? Okay. Come on, Thomas. Okay. It's picking up the key presses. Player. Y position should be. Oh, we're not resetting the frickin' sprite. So I do need an update. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We'll say void update y, update x position int x, void update y position int y. Okay, at least for now. This is going to have many iterations over it. Player update x position int x, player update y position int y. Oh, void. We're missing our types. Okay. And then we're going to say attributes dot x position plus equal y, or plus equal, yeah, x position, y position plus equal y. This is not how I want to implement it, by the way. This is like horrible stuff. Like update y position. Normally I just, pass in the updated value. But here we're making the change, so whatever. Okay, so sprite, because it's like I want to update the position. So we're at position 0. I want to add 10 to it, and then I would pass 10 to this method, and it would set it to 10, not make these little additions. But again, prototype. Let's just get the guy moving. equals attributes. And I think I over-engineered this like quite a bit. So, okay. Oops, sorry for the font changes there. Okay, so we want to update Y position, then Genesis, or not Genesis, within Thomas. So we're going to player dot update Y position, Y velocity. Okay, now let's see if it works. There we go. We can print the whole screen now. 40 minutes so I could press the S key on my keyboard and make thing blue. Oh, that's programming for you. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Maybe we can actually implement some stuff. But you saw that, right? I was talking about this earlier, how we're going to have to reset the earlier position. And so that little vector, the 2D vector I made, I think will come in handy exactly for that, because we know the first position of our first row is dirt. So we move the character and then we replace the past tile. And this will become like less of a problem when we have not a blue square for a player sprite, but you know, for now, the way it goes. Yeah, this has been interesting. I mean, learning quite a bit here. So, all right. I said it was going to be a short video. It never is. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I'll see you next time.